Yeah, number of honour-based crimes being committed in Britain, including rape and forced marriage, surges by more than 60% in 2 years, figure suggests. This is obviously, we're talking about Japanese people.
Well,
honour is deeply...
I read the entire article. I read it through twice in case I'd missed it the first time. The words Islam, Muslim, Islamic, anything of relation to that, not one mention of.
Yes.
Despite the fact that that's clearly what we're talking about here. And this is in the Daily Mail, which is not normally known for pussyfooting around sensitive issues. And yet, has it been decided that this is to be treated as though it could conceivably transcend quasi-religious cultural issues of this kind?
Yeah, I mean, it's very strange. Yeah, it's gone up since 2016, 193%. Now, they're saying it could be because more victims are coming forward, improved identification, or even they're talking about court backlogs. One thing they're not mentioning is migration.
Imran Kodapakos, a director at the family law company, told the newspaper that delays in family courts are part of the problem. I don't think that's the problem.
Yeah,
I think it's the people doing the raping and the killing that's the problem.
That possibly could be the case, yes.
What would you say about that, Lewis? I mean, I don't want it to become an entire consensus necessarily.
I would say no, and I would say I'm not Jewish. Was raised, both my parents were Italian, and I became Jewish for the sake of the comedy business.
Okay.
And it took a wrong turn. But what the bigger issue here is, should parents have control over their children? And that's the ultimate question. And the fact is that they've taken, I mean, obviously we're
to the point of murdering them.
You know what? My kids have been pretty bad. and maybe they would be better behaved if they thought that a parent could do that.
We're talking about here for wearing Western T-shirts, wearing a short T-shirt.
Well, they weren't, I mean, up to a certain age, parents should have responsibility for their children.
Well, we're talking also about adults being killed by their parents.
Yeah, adults, and that's wrong. That totally should be wrong.
So you think up to 18 you're allowed to kill your kid after
maybe
that?
not 18, maybe 16, 15. I don't know.
I know you do for that, but we have an issue here. We have a cultural issue of different ideas, you say, as to family systems and imported into a Western liberal democracy. And we are seeing people being murdered in this country.
Yeah.
That's wrong. That's an issue. And we should be able to talk about it without accusations of Islamophobia or hatred.
We should be, but I think you're the wrong guy to talk about it, as I'm the wrong guy to talk about it. But the truth is, there are people here who believe in this, and I'm going to have to defend some of it, whereas parents do not have control over their children. And obviously they came from a country where parents did have control, and they're basically told here...
but they didn't... No, but what, that you're saying, like, no honour killings happen back in the countries of origin?
No,
that's the point. It's an imported problem.
But they used to have honour killings in this country.
They do have honour killings.
But they used to have honour killings among whatever you call the people who lived here, the native English and the Welsh.
When are you talking about?
I'm talking about like hundreds of years ago.
Right.
So the issue is we have...
Like when we used to burn witches and stuff. You're talking about that.
And do you not think the Western society has progressed?
I agree with that. I agree with that.
All right, Lewis, thank you.